All right, guys, we are back. As you know, this is Coffee with Cream, and I'm so excited. Yeah, we're at Dunkin' Donuts this time. Can you see this? Put it in. I'm drinking a vanilla latte with almond milk. Miss Mocha, she's weak. You know, she's drinking hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
I mean, hot chocolate from Miss Mocha. Of course, I would be drinking a vanilla latte.
That is dope.
It is. So, this is another episode of Coffee with Cream. I'm really excited to have Miss Mocha with me. So it's Miss Mocha's world inside of Miss Cream's world, and we're just here. Listen, we're just drinking our coffee and our hot chocolate, and we're just gonna go over a few topics with you guys. Well, last episode we talked about fake women empowerment. So there's still a lot of that going around, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, I just want Ms. Mocha to introduce herself to you guys, and I don't know, maybe we'll do like a mini interview.
Hi you guys, it's your girl Miss Mocha, and as you know, I am a cream artist.
Yes.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 28, and yeah, I'm just ready to get back on the road and, you know, put some good music out for my fans. It's been a while.
Yeah. And
I'm back. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good, and our skin is glowing. I appreciate Cream for having me on the show. And also, you guys, purchase a Peekaboo Bitch shirt.
In the hat.
In the hat. It's available today, so make sure you guys hit me up in my DM.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram at official Miss Mocha.
Official _ Miss Mocha. She always forgets the underscore.
I know, but once they type in the official, it just pops up.
Absolutely. So, and for those guys out there, she is team no kids for now. Just for now. That doesn't mean she doesn't want kids. Just at this very moment, she's team no kids, you know. So
just focus. My manager told me to stay focused.
Please stay focused. Please. So I know you guys have been trying to figure out what's going on with Mocha. I know all of last summer you saw her doing a lot of stuff. You saw her traveling, you saw her at photo shoots, you saw her at video shoots, you saw her riding around in the Sprinter, getting her hair done, makeup, everything. None of that has stopped. It's just right now she's doing a little bit of things behind the scenes, and when it's time for you guys to know what it is that she's doing, we promise we're going to let you know. She hasn't let any of her fans down. She hasn't let any of her supporters down. We want to just make sure that we're giving you guys content that you're going to love and appreciate. So that's really what we're doing right now. Work hasn't stopped. It's just we're doing stuff that we can't post on social media.
Yes.
So not everything can go on social media, and sometimes you just have to be willing to make it look like you're doing nothing, or be willing to let people think that you're doing nothing while you're working on stuff behind the scenes.
Yes. So guys, be patient with me. I'm coming very soon.
Yes. So Ms. Mocha, right now you are on hiatus. I guess we can say that we're on hiatus, but what are some of the things that you can talk about? What are some things that you're bringing back to your page? Like, what are you going to start doing?
I decided to bring back the Miss Mocha Mondays.
Okay.
It's basically, if you guys have not tuned in the last Miss Mocha Mondays, I wanted to get closer to my fans, and they basically ask me questions, whatever they want to ask me, professionally.
Yes.
And I answer the questions. You know, you just coming into my world and get to know me, you know, how I move around. You know, everybody always see me on Instagram, always working. They don't really get to see behind the scenes or what Mocha does. You know,
Miss Mocha, the person.
Yes. So I'm just bringing that back because I feel like it's important to get closer to your fans and to let them know like what's going on. You know, also helping some of the girls out to, you know, get into the style, you know, learn how to dress and put in and mix and match colors and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. I'm bringing back Miss Mocha Mondays.
You're gonna be vlogging.
Yeah, we is gonna be vlogging.
Yes.
I'm going to Miami next month, and I will be vlogging the whole trip. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just learning as I go, and my manager, she helping me out because, you know, I don't know everything. You know, and it's okay to not know everything.
Right.
You have like a strong, you know, team and a person that believe in you and wanted to help you and teach you how to, you know, steps away. So I'm just ready to learn new things. So Miss Mocha Monday will be back soon. And
we're going to be going live on Wednesdays and live on Fridays.
Yes.
So right now, like we said, we really appreciate you guys for being patient while she's rebranding herself. We promise you'll get back to posting like she used to, but we're just going through a whole rebranding stage. But things will start getting really busy and really hectic really soon. So trust us, you'll start seeing more posts from Miss Mocha. So right now there's a lot of things that's going on in the industry. You know, everyone knows that women have been making a huge comeback. It's not like women went anywhere, but they are everywhere. Women artists are everywhere. People are starting to take the artists serious. But in the midst of all of that, you do see that there are a lot of artists going through things with their label, going through things with their team. You know, Nikki just put out the Yikes track, and on the track she talked about having to fire her entire team, and now she has a new team. You know, Megan Thee Stallion is going through things with her team, and I know we can't really speak on their situations personally, but as a woman in the industry, and you have talked about things that you've gone through with signing contracts, you know, having a bad deal, getting a new deal. What are some things that you can offer to other young women that look up to you that might be thinking about signing paperwork, you know, getting with the label, whether it's independent or major? What are some words of advice you can offer?
Well, the first thing is make sure you read over your paperwork, because if you don't, there's a lot of artists out here that be so quick to sign and be super excited, like, oh my God, this person believes me,
ready to change their situation.
It's not what you think. It's a beautiful thing that someone, you know, see the potential of you to get you to the next level. But read over your paperwork, make sure you have a lawyer, publisher, and all that stuff. And just be careful. Like, I just say, always keep a tab of stuff, you know, what you do. Like, even though someone might tell you that they're gonna pay for that, this is covered, make sure you always keep a tab of, like, notes of what's getting taken care of, so you don't want to play or anything. Take your time. I feel like whatever's meant for you is meant for you. Everybody's not meant to be signed. Some people is, some people not, you know. You have a lot of artists that never been signed, you know. It's better that way, I think, because, you know, especially if you have like a big team and everything, there's more money for you to, you know, split. Because when you sign, you gotta split money with the label, plus like the manager, plus, well, the manager always gonna have money regardless, because that's your manager. But as far as like the other people, you know, you got other people you have to pay. And sometimes people can, like, you know, play you know, so you gotta be real careful who you surround yourself around. Right. And make sure you keep that strong person that know a lot to protect you and make sure nothing goes wrong. Because I'll be lying to you if I tell you that everything will be just so perfect, and it's not. You know, you're gonna have to go through hoops to get to the top. So just take your time and keep working, and promote yourself. You know, promote yourself. At the end of the day, just because you sign doesn't mean like, oh, that person.
Stop working.
Yeah,
whether you're signed or not.
Yeah.
You still have to work.
You have to always work. No, really, you have to work. You have to always Don't think because you signed because, oh, I gotta do everything and I just sit back. No.
Sometimes it's more work.
Yeah.
When you're signed. You have to do more work when you're signed, because.
So basically, I tell people my little secret. Move like you're not signed. And you get what I'm saying? Like, you signed, but move like you're not. Like, just remove. Like, don't even think in your mind that you're signed. Just keep pushing yourself. You know, so, you know.
Basically keep moving so that you never lose that hunger. Because a lot of times people get signed and they get lazy because, you know, when you aren't signed, you got to pay for everything. You have to push yourself. You have to market yourself. I think sometimes when people get signed and now they have this whole team and this budget behind them, they get lazy and think that, oh, everybody else, we're the coffee shop, so it's a little loud, but they think, oh, I can be laid back now because I have all these people that are going to do all this work for me. But no.
And what if things go wrong?
Absolutely.
You know, so you gotta always protect yourself, and always, nobody's gonna push you like you're gonna push yourself.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you sign, you could be signed to a major big deal, big, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean you have to stop pushing yourself. So keep pushing yourself, be careful, look over your paperwork, and take your time. And always learn, because I'm not gonna lie, I get lazy sometimes, and I'll be like, well, I don't know this, I need to whoop, but always, it's never too late to learn. So if you don't know something, Google something. You know, if you don't have that strong team or somebody that believes in you, or somebody that be like, hey, this is what this is, Google, like, look it up, you know.
It's hard to be taken advantage of if you are aware.
Yeah.
So like Mocha said, you should always be learning. Even if you're signed, even if your situation is great, things change all the time. So it's really hard for people to take advantage of you if you understand the business, you understand your contract, even things outside of your contract that involves the business that you're a part of. You should still continue to do your homework. You still continue to learn, because it's not saying that even, because you can't know everything, and I'm not saying that even if you do research, you still can't get taken advantage of, because a lot of people were bringing up Taylor Swift saying, oh, her parents had money, they had money to get an attorney, her attorneys looked over her paperwork, and she still went through things with her label, and that's true. So we're not saying that there's a 100% guarantee that you can't be taken advantage of, but there's at least likely, it's least likely to be taken advantage of if you do your homework, if you invest in an entertainment attorney to go over your paperwork. But don't sign anything if you have any questions. Never sign anything if you don't feel sure. It doesn't mean everyone's going to be nervous because it's paperwork. There's a difference between being nervous and just being completely unaware. So we're not saying if you feel nervous, don't sign your paperwork. What we're saying is if you don't understand one sentence, ask until you grasp what that sentence means and you have a full understanding. And this isn't us speaking on Megan or Nikki or anybody else. We don't know their situations personally, but their situations have caused people to continue to talk about contracts and to talk about new artists.
Cash out, she was in a bad situation.
Yes, so that's something that has been a big conversation on the table, and we're just saying, just be aware. And I know that it's easy, just speaking from a woman's standpoint and things that women invest in as artists and entertainers, I know it's easy to go out and get a new wig, go get some new lashes, get a new bag, get a new purse. The price of a wig can pay for an attorney to read over your contract.
Gotta be smart, especially if that's what you want to do.
Exactly. So you got to think about, do I want to get this wig today, or do I want to pay this attorney to read over my contract, which is going to affect my future? You can always buy a wig.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to buy a synthetic wig and rock it for a minute, sis, until you know, you know what I mean? Get an old one and do whatever you need to do. But at the end of the day, make sure you understand your paperwork. So something else that I want to have you talk about is just being patient and talk about the importance of being patient in this industry.
You have to be patient, because I'm saying that because y'all, I'm very humble, and I've always been patient. But it's like you have the moments when you be like, oh, I ain't doing nothing, or why this not happening, or you have that moment when you feel like everything going good, and next thing, oh my God, nobody listening to me. But you have to be patient, because you don't want to jump the broom. You know, you gotta be patient, because God is working. And if you be patient, I feel like Cream told me one thing. I always be like, I used to call Cream like, why is this not working? And why is this not happening? She's like, Mocha, be patient. It might seem like nothing is paying off, but it's paying off. You gotta just be patient. And I'm still didn't understand what she was saying. I would know, Cream. And she be on the phone like this, Mocha.
I say everything happens the way it's supposed to.
She always said that. I'm like, no. And then I sat back and things start happening. I'm like, you know what? It comes when, you know, when you're not expecting it. It comes, like, because everybody wants something, and you know, God gotta answer everybody's prayers, so you can't skip no one. So so I was just patient, and I was just working. I used to always be like, I want a manager, I want this, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I was patient. I kept on, but I never lost focus. I always stayed focused. I always was pushing myself. I was staying up nice, and people used to be like, go to sleep. I'd be like, no, I ain't going to sleep until I make it. You know, I used to be in the studio, coming from the studio, going to work. Coming from work, going to the studio, I just never gave up. And I also had moments when I wanted to give up, and I feel like I was putting all this effort into my music, like nobody is like taking me serious, you know. And what happened? I was patient. God blessed me with Cream. God blessed me with a label, you know. And it's just the beginning for me. So always be patient. Like I said, don't jump. Don't be rushing anything. Because Because God not gonna give you too much you can't handle. So it's your time, it's your time. And when it's your time, you better take off.
You better be ready.
You better be ready to take off. And if you feel like you said, Grace said, if you feel like anything, like you got a second guess on it, don't go for it.
Right, absolutely. And I will speak on Mocha's work ethic. Like, Mocha does try to make everything happen at the same time. Like, you guys have to sit in when we're going over video shoots. Mocha wants like 100 million things in one video shoot, and we'll be like, Mocha, that's like 10 different video shoots in one. Like, you gotta break that down. She's like, but I want what I want. It's like, so I have to give her a trade-off. Like, I have to say, well, how about we do this, and then for this, we'll move this over here.
I'm like, you're right, Green. That sounds better.
Yes, but I will say, Mocha is such a hard worker. Like, she really does have a big heart. She has a humongous work ethic. She has a tiny body, but her work ethic and her heart is bigger than her body.
Yeah, it's my booty.
And I keep telling her I'm worried about her.
One day.
But I mean, Mocha's a really, really hard worker. She's very, very sweet. She has a really big heart. And there may be people that you saw that were working with her before. There's no animosity. I know that people try to say, well, what happened to this person? What happened to that person? Sometimes people come into your life for a season and you appreciate what they brought in your life at that time. And some people can't go on the full journey with you. That doesn't mean there's anything bad or anything happened. So I want to put that out there too, because I know that some people are like, well, what happened to this person? Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened.
I wish you all the best.
Yes, nothing bad happened, because I know people are going to watch this and they're going to speculate. I don't want anyone to think that anything bad happened. No one came in and took anything away. It just moved into this situation the way that it is. And that's just across the board with every single thing that Mocha and I have been involved in at the same time. Relationships have changed, and it just is what it is. There's no hard feeling, there's no animosity, everybody's good. So I want you guys to focus on the music, focus on all these new things that we're working on, all the new projects that are coming out. I'm really, really excited about all the stuff that we've been working on, because I feel like Mocha more than deserves it. She's been out for well over 10 years, but right now we're working on, like I said before, a rebranding, and it's just like, I'm just really proud of her for being willing to almost be a brand new artist again. So that's really how we're treating this, like she's starting all over. And I know that it has to be a little hard because she's been doing this for so long, but we know that this is the right thing for her and this is the right thing to do. And we just want to come and just thank you guys for rocking out with her and with us as long as you have with her without me. And then now that I'm here helping her out, you know, I just really appreciate everyone that's been supporting me, that now supports Mocha.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. So that's really what Coffee with Cream was all about today. Just bringing you Miss Mocha, letting you guys know what's going on. Thanking you guys for supporting her. Thank you guys for supporting me. And we wanted to just give back a little bit of feedback to some other women that might look up to her.
Yeah.
And other women that, you know, see themselves as her equal, that might be going through some things, that might feel like stuff is going slow for them. Because sometimes when you look at people's pages on Instagram, you might be looking at Miss Mocha page like, oh my God, Mocha is just doing so much more than me. And you never know what people might be going through.
Yep.
You
like
never
people
know.
watch other people's pages like, oh my God, how she get like this Chanel bag? You never know how she got that bag. But at the same time, whatever's meant for you, again, you gotta work hard.
Absolutely.
So just be yourself, man. Be yourself. Stay in your own lane. Surround yourself around good people. Always stay humble. Always stay focused. And no days off. And I will be back soon. And you know I'm gonna go in and grab my damn silk robe on these. You feel me?
Don't forget the Moscato.
Yes. There's been a lot of big little bitches watching lately. And I knew God had planned for me and her before I knew her. Because her name was Cream World, my Mocha World.
Yes.
And she kept on the couple.
Yes.
So I'm like,
It was like it was meant to be.
Yes.
It was meant to be. Like, honestly, if you saw Mocha and I together, you would have never guessed that we met each other last year. And the past couple of months, like, we've gotten even closer. And like I said, I just really appreciate it, because it's really hard to find real people and to find genuine people. And both of us came from situations that gave us reason to not trust new people anymore.
Yeah.
And the fact that both of us were even willing to trust each other and come together and put down our fears and our pride and just come together to make something great. I'm really proud of both of us.
Y'all remember our face. Because we gonna be everywhere on billboards, we gonna be on their carpets. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. We gonna be, I remember them.
Yeah, so everybody that's been following Mocha's journey all these years, and you've seen all the dope things she's done by herself, and all the people that have been following me all these years, and you've seen all the dope things I've done by myself, just imagine what we're going to accomplish together.
Yes, we're gonna get to the top.
Yes.
It ain't no stopping us. So if you don't support us, thank you. If you support us,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate
if you don't
it
like
too.
us, thank you.
Thanks.
But keep watching these new bitches.
Hey.
You was tuning in with Miss Mocha and what?
Miss Cream. Cream. Coffee with cream.
On the
Coffee with cream with the
thank you for having me, Cream.
Thank you so much for coming on Coffee with Cream. If you guys want to watch more, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Welcome to Cream's World. And then you also want to go over and subscribe to Mocha's channel as well, because she has some dope stuff that's coming up. We both do. But thank you guys so much for being tuned in. Like I said, this has been another episode of Coffee with Cream at Dunkin' Donuts this time.
See you guys.